Woo! We are live, I think. Yeah, we should be. I actually need to check on my tablet. That's normally how I verify that I'm live. What is going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone is having a great start to the February. Remember, time flies by. So make it count, because before you know it, it's going to be the middle of the year. Now, before we jump to that, we still have a lot. Where's my YouTube app? We have a lot to cover. And so, hold on, let me make sure that this is ready to go. Is it? I believe so. The live symbol is over me. We have Mr. Juan Manuel already here. Yes, sir. How's it going? Don't forget to drop that like. I know this angle's a little bit weird, but it's because I need to charge my camera. So today we're having to deal with this angle. So it is what it is. Actually, hold on. It is not what it is. Let me try to fix this because it's actually kind of bothering me that it's a little too close. Here we go. It's because it's pulling on the cable. So sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all, but you know, it is what it is. Here, let me go ahead and do this and then point this down. There we go. That should be better, I think. So sorry about that, y'all. Yo, we're already at 23 likes. I do have to say, I think last time, I do apologize. I had to have a quick live stream. Also, by the way, if for everyone who's here early on the live chat, can y'all let me confirm that the microphone is sounding good? I had to tweak some of the settings, and I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear. But it looks like we already have some activity over here on the live chat. We have Mr. Juan Manuel Sanchez saying, hello, Tocayo. Hello, Mr. Juan Manuel, mi Tocayo. Dude, I meant to ask you, have you seen that funny TikTok that went viral of that little kid? And they ask him, they're basically like, the cocodrilo. I know you've seen it. It's so funny. And then the little sound he makes, he goes like, a little, or I don't even know how he says it. But I just think it's a really cute video. And then there was like this one DJ who like remixed it. And honestly, it sounds kind of fire. I'm not even going to lie. We have Gel Siligic. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, so I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, Gel. Saying hi. Hello, Gel. Nice to see you. Gareth Mallory with the what's up, bro? How's it going, bro? Nice to see you here on the live streams. Bernardo Rodas. Hola, Manuel. Hola, Bernardo. Saludos. ¿Cómo está? Espero que esté muy bien. History Buff. Sounds great. Awesome. You guys are cool. Thank you for letting me know that the sound is sounding, well, yeah. Juan Manuel, you sound perfect. Nicole sounds good. Nice to see you on the live stream, Nicole. Gareth with the Midnight Band is a banger. Tell me, I know, it really much is. Then we have Mike. Did it just start? Dude, I'm actually EST for once at Disney World. Mike, what? Why didn't you tell me? Okay, look, if you're at Disney World, this means that you can buy me either a shot glass or a keychain, and I'll just Venmo you. And then maybe you can ship it to me. Or wait, are you flying? I'm assuming you flew out there. I don't think you drove. If you did drive, then why not make a pit stop in Atlanta? Why not, you know? So anyway, that's cool that you're there, Mike. Hopefully you're enjoying. But yeah, you're on EST time, so you're on over here on the East Block. So anyway, nice to have you here, man. Juan Manuel, I haven't seen it. I'll look for it right away. Oh my God, you haven't seen it, Juan Manuel? Okay, yeah, on Facebook, go on TikTok, and then just search up The Cocodrilo. You're gonna find the video, and then go ahead and also look up The Cocodrilo DJ remix, and that will also pull up that the remix that one DJ made of it. It's super funny. I think it's super comical. No, but guys, on today's agenda, because we do have something. Oh, no, my camera almost fell. I'm so glad it didn't. See what I mean? Oh my God, why am I having so many issues over here? You guys who have never been in like a public speaking kind of environment like this, actually high-key embarrassing for that to happen. But hey, we're human, we make mistakes. So sorry for the camera issues. I'm going to rewatch that later and literally just crack up because that was a little funny. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, lots of things to talk about. So first and foremost, shout out to all of my black brothers and sisters on Black History Month. As you guys know, I made this review video last week. It was actually, before Black History Month officially started. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and go watch that video because I'm giving one of these away. So I'm giving one of these away at the very end of Black History Month. As you guys know, Apple has been making these annually, right? So last year we got this Unity one, which was so awesome. Well, actually here. Yeah, this right here, you can see it. The camera's probably going to have it backwards, but it says Unity, and it's really, really cool. And so this uses, sorry, Mike, to bore you with the geography, but I love the colors because for those that know geography, know that these colors represent the Pan-African movement, which many countries in Africa utilize those colors in their flags. So like if you've ever seen South Africa's flag, Benin, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, all of these countries, they use, not all of them use all 5 of them. Sorry, I need a burp. But most of the African nations do use it, and these colors are meant to represent prosperity, peace. The red, is symbolic of those soldiers who fought and bled for the independence of their country. I mean, if you guys, wait, we just hit the light goal. Yes. Okay, so I didn't even get to explain it. So, okay, yeah, this time the light goal was 33. Last time I had to wrap up a quick live stream. I forgot why. But that one, sadly, we did not get to. And that's okay. Like there's going to be certain live streams where randomly everyone just happens to have time and you guys get to hang out with me. Cool. There's other times where I understand you guys have lives. Y'all have other things to do. Some of you guys sleep. Some of these live streams, by the way, I appreciate for those that can stay up here in the Eastern Coast because trust me, I understand. I'm a night owl. So like 10 p.m. for me might as well be 6 o'clock in the afternoon. For me at least, right? And so I don't see that as like, but I understand some people have completely different schedules and there's individuals who are in bed by 9:30. Hey, salute to you. I just cannot. I've tried that before. Can't do it. Nope. Body's just like, this is out of rhythm. We're not doing this. And I don't fall asleep. But anyways, we did hit the light goal, guys. Man, we're far surpassing it. I do want to say that coming onto this live stream, I was very determined. I have had a very nice beginning to February, just great things, at least here where I live in Georgia, the temperature is now starting to finally rise. So like before you know it, longer days, flowers blooming, poolside with a beer, with great friends, with family, my nephews as well. I know my little nephew Ezekiel, he's 2, so like at this point he's gonna be able to enjoy the pool for the first time, really, because I mean last year he was like 1, so he was still very much kind of like a baby going on a toddler. But now that he's just fully a toddler, like it'll be cool. He'll be able to I'll be able to dunk him in and with his little life jacket, because I do not believe in being thrown in the pool, which is what my father did to make me learn. And surprise, surprise, I drowned. Now, I didn't drown when he tossed me in. I actually drowned a different time. Quick story time. I just remember I was with my cousins, my family, right? And then all of my cousins were like, bro, we know you don't know how to swim, but trust us. If you jump off the diving board, it brings you right back up. And I was a gullible kid, right? So like peer pressure is a thing, right? Like you don't want to be lame. And so, I'm like, okay, well, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, like you're going to come right back up. Well, I jumped and I did not come right back up. As a matter of fact, once I did come up, I was half drowned. Like I just remember taking a big old gulp of water. Cause mind you, I was like 7, right? So like them lungs aren't that big. And then I just panicked. And then what was funny, I think, is that the lifeguard thought I was playing. So like he thought we were horsing around when I'm dying out here. I was legit dying. And it wasn't until I was starting to sink and I guess I wasn't splashing anymore where I just hear the whistle. Now at this point, everything's kind of fading away like it does in the movies, right? And then, I drowned. So anyway, point being, I'm not going to do that to my little nephew because I refuse. I hated when that happened to me. And so now my legitimate fear whenever I go traveling, now, of course, I swim, like I float, but like I'm not a good swimmer. I would never lie and say that I'm good at swimming because I'm not. But funny story time there. Your boy drowned. And so anyway, I don't know how we got on this story. I think Disney World. Mike, you started all of this. I blame you. Mike, I flew right over Atlanta, LOLs. Damn. Yeah, so I figured you were flying. I mean, if you were driving, man, that is some hours on the road. Juan Manuel, haha, I just saw the cocodrilo video. What'd you think about it? I told you, it's super funny. Like, that little kid is so adorable. Yeah, for my non-Spanish speakers, it's funny because I get the best of both worlds. I love waking up and then Spanish TikTok, like there's a new trend or like there's a funny new meme or like a funny video like the Cocodrilo video. And like it only makes sense if you speak Spanish. So like there's no point. I mean, my American folk or, you know, anyone who's non-Spanish can go out and look at that video, and I guess it's cute, but like if you speak Spanish, you would know, because the word cocodrilo for a little kid is like, it's one of those words that are like really hard to say. Like I remember as a little kid saying the word relámpago, which is the word for lightning. I'm not sure if you know Sabo people watching didn't know that, but relámpago would be for lightning. And I don't know how I butchered the naming, but my parents would always laugh because like it's funny like watching little kids like butcher words. But anyway, I'm glad you saw that. Mike with the nerd. Hey, I am a proud nerd, okay? In my adult life, I kind of hide it more than I did when I was an adolescent, but hey, careful, Mike. Juan Manuel says, now the way the boys say it will be stuck in my head for the rest of the week. I know, the cocodrilo. It's so funny, man. I'm still smiling hard. I'm cheesing pretty hard because the like goal was once again obliterated. But no, now back to business. So guys, I did want to ask y'all. I need you guys' opinion because I'm going to create a poll tomorrow morning or whenever I'm at work. Probably whenever I'm at work. Because that, like there's the Apple branding there. So it kind of makes my stories look like extra official, you know what I mean? So anyway, you got to use what you got to use, right? So anyway, 2 videos I'm really am excited for. So my Vision Pro, I still need to go pick up, okay? So there's Apple Vision Pro. You guys may or may not have seen. Have any of you guys, because I know a lot of y'all are tech heads, on y'all's TikToks rather, sorry, or social medias, have you started to see those videos of like people going out and dining while having Apple Vision Pro? Like, yo, if this is not the first semblance of the future, I don't know what is. Now, if you ask me, I think it's a little fascinating how we have slowly progressed into where we are today. Like, if you think about it, right? At least when I was a kid, my dad had a Walkman. And so all of you Gen Zs and younger have no idea what that is. I mean, even some millennials. I was born in 95, so like I'm very much at the tail end of millennial. By a couple years, I would have made it into, oh, let me not even imagine that. No, I'm just kidding. No hate to my Gen Z, but a couple years I would have been Gen Z, but I'm not. I'm the young millennial, at least in terms of my age range. But I still grew up with like all of that. CD players, like Walkmans, you know what I mean? So it's just crazy how we've started to see this transformation when it comes from like growing up with a Walkman. Of course, you needed the wired headphones. You needed, you know, it's just normal. It's natural. And now we've progressed to a society where the AirPods are predominantly in just about every single big city you go to. You're going to see some friggin' AirPods. Everyone's going to have them. And it's going to be just, it's, you know, that was already a semblance of going into the future. But now that we actually have people coming in with Apple Vision Pro, and as you guys may or may not know, AirPods Pro, literally the whole Apple ecosystem works so cohesively with Apple Vision Pro. I mean, if you have AirPods Pro, it's almost kind of mandatory, that you have that rather, sorry, let me reword that. If you have Apple Vision Pro, it's almost kind of mandatory that you have AirPods, because literally everything that you need to hear in this digital world will be literally right there. It's like it's actually happening, but it's not. You're just completely immersed in this whole new virtual environment. Like I saw a video of some guy ordering like his McDonald's, you know what I mean? And it was crazy to see, like, what? So anyway, I'm super duper excited about this Apple Vision Pro. But likewise, something else that I'm really excited about is that, as you guys know, I did not switch, but I do have my new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which I have been enjoying a lot. And I'm very surprised. If anything, it is my manager's fault, because he proposed the idea for me to get it. And I was like, well, actually, that kind of makes sense for $5 or whatever it was, whatever the math was. It was like $8 a month or whatever. And so now I have it. But you guys know how much people love my battery drain tests. I mean, it's not for me to showboat, right? Like, no cocky shit at all. Well, sorry, I'm sorry for cussing there, but on some no cockiness, like I enjoy sometimes rewatching my own battery drain tests because as you guys know, I love to put my own spice into my videos, right? So it's interesting how my battery drain tests have progressed, and so now it's a full-on tech rumble. It's literally a lot of people have dropped a lot of comments, a lot of super chats, which makes me feel very rewarded because these battery drain tests do take a lot of work and planning. So I'm thinking of doing the Samsung Ultimate battery drain test for 2024, right? And so those videos, of course, take a bunch of planning. They take an entire day to film because I must stay home and babysit smartphones. And literally, because Samsung phones don't have a setting, a specific setting that I wish they came with, but they don't, that makes my life when I do battery drain tests 3 times harder, is the fact that Samsung phones don't have a never option for a screen timeout. I have been wanting this feature forever on Samsung phones, but it's yet to arrive. Now, there's certain apps that allegedly do just that, but none of them work. And so the highest setting is 10 minutes. So that means literally every 10 minutes. So I have to put timers all day, for 9 minutes and 30 seconds on these Samsung phones, because if not, then I will have inconsistencies in my testing. And you guys know, as a data nerd, for those that know me personally, I don't rock with that. Like, you know what I mean? So as an example, so like, let's say that I were doing, I don't know, like a standby test, or rather no, like a web browsing test, okay? Let's say I were to do a web browsing test where I'm on all 4 phones or 5 phones or however many phones there are. You guys should watch them. If you guys haven't watched my battery drain test, they're not only entertaining, but they are very useful for people who actually give an F about battery life in their Samsung phone. So then at least that way, people see an accurate kind of real life representation of what they can expect from their Samsung devices. Is rather cool. But anyway, with these drain tests, the thing is that even if I have a screen timeout test and I happen to take 2 minutes extra, well, what happens now is that all phones now got 2 minutes to rest, right? Only problem is that as a not data scientist, because I'm not a data scientist, but as a data student, in statistics, those 2 minutes are not on an even playing field. Those 2 minutes of rest battery wise is going to be very different across all the phones because they all have different sized batteries. I hope that's making sense. So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like, imagine if you do a ton of cardio, you do cardio every single day, nonstop religiously. And then you got some meathead that all he does is lift weights, right? So if you guys were to fight, hypothetically, right? And let's say after 1 round, you each have 2 minutes to recover. Now, you would think that those 2 minutes are going to be drastically more important for the meathead because he's more than likely going to be out of gas. He's probably going to be really gassed out, sucking air, and just breathing really heavy. Whereas the guy with the cardio, those 2 minutes, he's probably fine because he already is used to all of this. And that's what I'm talking about. So that's why they have to be consistent across the board. Everything has to be to a T. If not, I'm starting over. And it has happened before. But anyway, my question with all of this is I wanted to figure out what you guys wanted to see first. Because if I get my Apple Vision Pro, you guys may not know the back end of it, but as a YouTuber, my channel is not to the point where Apple gives me free stuff. God willing, I will get to that point, but not yet, right? So buying all these devices is several thousands of dollars that kind of tie up my business funds and sometimes even personal funds. And so that's why I'm asking. I'd rather do one and then the other. That way I don't have too much of my assets or just my capital tied up, right? So I wanted to ask you guys, I'm going to put this on a poll on my Instagram and on my Twitter. I don't know if Vicente is on here. He hit me up earlier saying he'd be on here, but it's okay. He probably has something to do. But if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram yet, you guys definitely should because I'm going to be having that poll there. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see Apple Vision Pro content first? Or do you guys want to see that battery drain test first? Because either option is going to take a lot of my time, and I'd rather focus on one than having to do all these things at once, and then I won't be happy with my video, and then I'm going to scrap it, and then time wasted, and then I'm going to have to do it all over again. Or worse, it's like with the battery drain test. If I'm preoccupied with Apple Vision Pro, and like I told you guys, if even 1 or 2 minutes of difference, then in my heart, I'm going to think, well, these results are inconclusive, so I cannot publish these results because they're not accurate. Anyway, let me catch up here. So, we have Mr. Eric Covarrubias saying, looking sexy and healthy, baby boy. Man, what a compliment. Look, I want to say something about Quavo because that's Quavo-licious, right? Quavo gives the most genuine and heartwarming compliments. He's got away with words, and he's just an awesome guy, and I love him. That is my cousin, and that's basically a brother. So shout out to my blood cousin, Mr. Eric Covarrubias, a.k.a. Quavo, as he's known in these streets. Thank you for the compliment, brother. You already know it always makes my nights. Aldo, with a W, that's Waldissimo, saying burn. Now, if I had to guess, Aldo is listening to Avenged Sevenfold right now. That's if I had to guess, but we shall see. But Isidro Manuel Reyes says, hello, everyone. Isidro, it's been a minute, man. Hopefully you're having a great start to your February. Guys, don't forget, if y'all haven't already, we did already surpass the like goal, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't drop your like if you haven't already. What you waiting for? Don't be a hater. No, I'm just kidding. No one on this live stream is a hater. But definitely drop that like. Like, it really helps out the channel a lot. And so we've been streaming for 21 minutes already. So dang, these live streams are kind of going pretty fast. But yeah, I need to know, guys, because I need to know what to order, and I need to if I'm gonna do the Samsung battery drain test, I need to order the rest of the S24s no later than tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. If I wait for Friday, I have a risk of the order not shipping out until Monday or Saturday or whatever, thus then just delaying the process. And, by the way, don't forget, I haven't been able to get my chest piece because my tattoo artist, his kid got sick, and then he got sick. But that's still happening this upcoming Tuesday. Yikes. So that is happening. For those that know me personally, you guys know that I'm looking forward to this, but at the same time, I'm nervous. I do have numbing cream. In my tattoo journey, I initially started never using numbing cream, but man, does it help. The only problem, though, is I'm sure many of my viewers watching have tattoos. It's okay if you don't. Maybe eventually you'll come to the dark side one day. But anyway, getting a tattoo hurts, and I think that's an understatement. But especially when you're getting like sleeves or big pieces, like if you're getting the occasional like phrase, or if you're getting just a small like flower or whatever, like, I mean, you got nothing to worry about. Like, yes, it's gonna hurt. I mean, it feels like the way I describe it is like a cat scratching you, and it just has a little bit of like a small voltage behind it, is at least what it feels like. But guys, a whole chest piece. I'm going to have the outline done first. And so that's happening on Tuesday. So once again, the Sunday stream should be a go. Nothing should come up. I hope not. But that might be the last stream for a while. Well, not for a while, but for at least for a week, because I'm going to have my chest piece. And will probably be in a lot of pain and just in general healing and wanting to do some upkeep. But that will coincide with my plan, because instead of the live stream time, because trust me, guys, many of you guys might not know the back end work, but I have to set up, you know, like I need at least an hour before I go live to make these things happen, right? Plus, not only that, I mean, I do consider myself someone that, you know, takes care of their appearance, or at least I think so. So, like, I also have to make sure that I'm looking spiffy enough for me, whatever that means. I mean, I'm like, I guess on a good day, I'm like a 5.5, maybe 6. On a bad day, definitely at least a 5, like average, you know what I mean? But I gotta try my best. I have to, like, come on. And then the lighting and everything. So, guys, it's just, instead, if I'm in pain and if I feel that it's just, because that's going to take not only a physical toll on me, but also a mental toll. So I might instead just utilize that time. I mean, by then I should already have my Apple Vision Pro, and I might be able to utilize this time instead of the live streams, instead to producing those videos and pumping them out for you guys instead of the live streams. So just bear with me, guys. There's, you know, some life events happening, and I understand tattoos are very optional. But for those who do have tattoos, know how exciting it is to look forward to a really big piece, whether that's like a whole forearm piece, maybe a whole back piece, a whole leg piece. In my case, it's a whole chest piece that I've thought very long about for at least a year and a half, and I am dead set that I want this. So yep, that's happening on, I forget what day, but it's like Tuesday or Wednesday. But anyway, buenas. Mi mamá Hilda Covarrubias dice, hello. Wow, Hilda, ya sabes mucho inglés. I'm so proud of her. My mom is out here speaking full-blown English words. What? So anyway, my mom says hello to everyone. Everyone say hello back to Hilda. It will make her very happy. She really gets into the live streams, and she's just, oh my gosh, she's so sweet. Juan Manuel, buenas noches, Doña Hilda. Thanks for being so nice to my mom, Juan Manuel. Nicole says Apple Vision Pro, for sure. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. That's what my heart wants to do. But again, I just figured I'd ask. So guys, let me know if there's someone who wants the Samsung drain test. You got to say it now, or if you happen to hop off the live stream and you're watching later, your chance to vote will be tomorrow. So just, keep a lookout on my Instagram or my Twitter. All of my socials, you can go to any of my videos, and my socials are down in the description below. If Vicente were on here, he'd be able to send them, but that's okay. I'm just giving him shit right now. Freddy, aka Fred Burger Hernandez, let's go Juan. Yes sir, thanks for hyping the chat up, Freddy. I'm not sure if you dropped the like, man, but don't forget, we're at 36, so that's pretty good. Isidro Manuel, sorry it's been a minute doing the family thing. Hey bro, Isidro, look, thing is, you never need to be sorry, bro. It's like what I said earlier in the live stream. It's gonna be like that. That's the thing about just this awesome community, that I, for sure, as much as you guys, so you guys understand when stuff happens in my life. And likewise, man, like there's gonna be certain live streams where everyone is just freed up, and a lot of y'all get to hang out and come kick it with me, kind of like right now. I was honestly surprised. This is kind of medium-ish, at least for a Wednesday, you know what I mean? So this is nice to see, but there's gonna be other Wednesdays where, hey man, I get it, like people have families, other people need to sleep, other people are working extra to provide for their families, and I get that. And so this is just why I love being on a schedule of every Wednesday and Sunday. That way you guys know, hey, if you're free, boom, let's join. If not, hey, we're all adults here. We get it, bro. So never be sorry. If anything, I'm very happy and I'm thankful for you to hopping on. It has been a while, but man, it's nice to talk to you again, Isidro. Hopefully actually, let me ask you this, Isidro, personally. Have you made any big tech purchases so far this year? Now, I know that we're early on in the year, but there's been some nice stuff coming out already, including the Samsung S24 Ultra. Of course, Apple Vision Pro. And then we may or may not have new iPads. Probably we will, which means battery drain test with the iPads in March. So that's also really exciting. Hilda Covarrubias. Hola, Juan Manuel Sánchez. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Dice Hilda Covarrubias. But yeah, guys, listen, I think what I'm going to do is cut this one a little short too. Simply because there is some things in the works and I need to prepare for them, namely all of these videos and then also my tattoo appointment coming up very soon. I'm mentally preparing for it already. I need to get my gym sessions out of the way beforehand. I just cannot have a sore chest and then go and get a tattoo. That's only going to magnify the pain. So anyway, but other cool things. After these rounds of battery drain tests, probably after the spring is when I'm going to kickstart my podcast series again. And the only reason I've taken so long to kickstart it is because I need the right equipment. When me and Vicente kickstarted it, it was very much kind of like a pilot live stream where we were both kind of learning and kind of just getting a feel for everything, right? Now, at that point, I didn't have the correct equipment, and by that I mean I had two separate microphones, and both microphones were independently recording their own audio. Now, for anyone who's an audiophile or works with any kind of DAW, you know that that's a nightmare to edit, because ideally what you want is you want to have two audio waves on the same timeline. So then that way, whenever someone is speaking, they're not interrupted by this massive spike by the other audio wave, and thus you then have to mute this one, like have this one volumes up, and then when this person isn't talking, you got to go and edit this one and turn the volume up on this one. And then if both of y'all are laughing at the same time, then you have to raise the volume for both, and it's very convoluted, and it's just better if you have 2 audio files in one. But for that, you need to invest some pretty good money. I mean, this microphone right here, I mean, the reason maybe some of you guys that know me personally, I don't know, right? But it may sound just like how I do in person. I'm not sure, but these microphones allegedly do just that. And this microphone with the arm and the Scarlett, which is like an audio interface, you need that if you want to record audio for podcast. All in all, that was like $600. You know what I mean? So like, it is an investment. Thankfully, it's a write-off. But that is a topic for another day. We haven't talked about investing or taxes or any kind of adult stuff in quite a while. So before I go, Ellen Goodman, Maya and I were so excited, and we learned que tenga un buen día and igualmente this week at the doctor's. That is so awesome, Ellen. Heck yeah, like learning Spanish phrases, or really, see, the thing is that here in Georgia, at least where I'm at, you know, there's like a massive Hispanic population, which is very cool, right? There's a lot of diversity. So I would think if I lived somewhere like French Quebec, for example, where there is a very, very heavy majority French-speaking people, I would definitely want to learn phrases. And before I go, let me also tell you guys about an interesting theory that I was reading about in an article about how Duolingo is kind of really on the come up in terms of allowing people to learn languages. Because the original way of learning languages, or like at least the way that it's taught in like high schools, is starting to be a little antiquated. It's very much like learning mathematics, where you have formulas, literally. For those of you guys that have taken Spanish classes, Ellen, thank you for bringing up speaking Spanish. For those that have taken Spanish classes before, it's like very formulaic. But the thing is that there's examples for a lot of things, so it makes these formulas kind of very much redundant. So in mathematics, you never have a formula and say, oh, but these answers don't work. And it's just like, well, why don't they? Like, oh, well, you just have to know it. You just have to memorize. That would never happen in math. Like in math, you have to explain everything. So there's contradictions in that form of learning. So anyway, getting to the point, this report shows that when learning languages, it's actually more beneficial and easier on our very mundane human brains that have a very small attention span and can retain very small amounts of information at one time. It's better to learn phrases rather than learning how to construct a sentence, because if you know phrases, then most Spanish people they can put in the missing words for you. They more or less understand what it is that you're trying to say, even if your grammar is incorrect. Like the point will still come across because of those phrases. For example, I mean, I'm a Spanish speaker, but like, let's just say I were to say, I can't even think of anything right now. I'm just on the spot right now. But something that's grammatically incorrect in Spanish, but you said the solid phrases, something like restaurant, comida, hambre, right? Like you may say in Spanish it's yo tengo hambre, but someone might say mi tenga hambre. Like even though that's grammatically not correct, like the hambre lets you know, oh, this person is hungry. So it doesn't matter that the grammar wasn't incorrect. The point was still, it was made. So anyway, I'm going to end it with that point because I do have Duolingo for French, and maybe I just need to learn different French phrases and just, remember the important things that French people typically talk about, like Spanish people. We say buenos días all the time. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Que pases buena noche. Have a great night. Or noches. Have, several great nights. Igualmente, like that means likewise. Hasta luego. I say that to my customers all the time. Hasta mañana, till tomorrow. Stuff like that. Those are phrases that I think just go a long way, and they help people learn different languages. Of course, this is not only inclusive to English speakers learning Spanish. I think this is in general for learning a brand new language. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end with that. We have one last one. I upgraded the Apple Watch Ultra 2 from my Apple Watch Series 7 last month. Ooh, that's a good upgrade, my boy. That's really nice. From a Series 7 to an Ultra, damn. Pretty solid. That's cool, man. So I hope you're enjoying your Ultra 2, guys. Thank you once again for allowing me to smash the like record. You guys have to remind me that next time on Sunday it will be 34 likes, and I'm expecting to maybe do that live stream a little bit earlier next week. I'm thinking of switching things around, you know, just playing with timing. Normally I do work, gym, and then live stream on Sundays. This time I think I'm going to do work, live stream, and then gym. So with that, guys, I'm really excited. Next week is going to be a busy one for me. Please, for those that do have me on Instagram, make sure to vote on the poll to let me know what video you want to see. Again, me personally, I'm going to let y'all know I'm a little biased, but I will hold to the results of the poll. I want to make Apple Vision Pro content, and especially lots of shorts about it too. You know what I mean? Just short form content. But until then, guys, hope everyone is drinking y'all's water. I did very good, and I almost drank my full gallon already. And normally I have like 2 or 3 cups before bed. But yeah, so anyway, I do see Juan Manuel here. Muy bien, muchas gracias. Buenas noches a todos. So buenas noches a ti también, Tocayo. Que te la pases muy bien y que duermas bien. And with that, guys, I will catch you all in the next live stream. Not same time. Probably a little bit earlier, but as I usually do, I always like to keep the live stream kind of like prepped up and ready for you guys to go in and drop your like anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour beforehand. So just check at some point on Sunday afternoon if you're freed up and you want to come and hang. So guys, that's it for this time. Everyone be safe, and I'll catch y'all real soon.